Morning all. Okay, let's have one or two 5-minute games this morning. 2, 3, 1, 8, and it's going to be London system mesh, isn't it, with Bishop F4? Nope. More exciting, Bishop G5. Let's kick this bishop, maybe play for C5. Okay, B6 and Bishop B7 just to get some pressure on the diagonal. Maybe DC though is dangerous at some point. Yeah, okay, maybe not now. Play for D6, knight D7. So where's this guy? Don't tell me he's got a 1200 bullet rating. No, he's 1934. No, his other bullet rating is 1592. Oh dear! No, but his 1 minute auto pairing is 1934, which is starmileycyrus. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so 2-3-1-8, quite high. He's been up to 2-4-2-6 on the 5-minute auto pairing, and his ordinary blitz is 25-10. Okay. I'm just trying to get a nice position here. What can you do against this kind of solid setup? Maybe I should have stopped A5 actually. If I take here on Bishop's D5, there's Rook C1, Bishop D5 here, I would threaten something surely, like takes on CD, so maybe I'll do that. Okay, so now I can't really play A6 because of that actually. What about Queen B7? I'll try Queen B7. Just on G2. C4 is a bit of a nuisance potentially. Pretty soon. If I take now though on D4, can I get a nice keep that nice bishop on D5 here? So maybe knight C5. I've got to give my bishop some air, I think. Okay, if I put the queen over here, hyper modern. But then A5 is looking dangerous. A5, which he does now. Alright, if I take knight B5, I think I should take just to give myself, well, okay, a weak A7 pawn. The bishop is, well, this diagonal is not brilliant yet. Okay, there's nowhere else apart from Bishop B7. There's Bishop E6. Okay, Bishop B6. Let's put it back. Okay, I'll lose A5. It's going to be horrible, is it? Let's say play D5 maybe. D5. Try and break in the centre. So it takes knight E3 is a bit sensitive. Ah, interesting. So knight A5, knight E3. We're actually pinning the knight on C4. This looks like a good position. Rook A5. Rook C4 was on there, maybe. Okay, so knight C5 here, and there might be Bishop D4, knight B3 if he's not careful. Bishop D4, knight B3. Hitting the rook. He hasn't fallen for that. Okay, can I just keep the pressure up in the centre without losing too much material? Yeah, this nice bishop on B7. Has it had it? D5 is now getting a bit vulnerable. My pieces are all a bit funny. Okay, if I make way for the bishop just before it's too late, if I play Bishop A8 just to try and see if I can maintain D5 without knight B7 as a threat. I don't know, also maybe Queen B4 might be good. So Bishop A8 and Queen, oh dear. Bishop E5 here or knight F4, Bishop E5 maybe. No, I'll lose a piece. No, I don't. Okay, let's go for, what about E5? E5, just trying to kick away that knight on D4 potentially, or knight F4 it's supported. So Okay, if I move this out of the way, then maybe now knight f4 is coming into the picture. So knight f4 here, taking is out of the question, losing the queen at the moment, but knight f4, oh, there's queen g6. Okay, so get this out of the way as well. So queen g6 wasn't that pin. I want to try and get him in time pressure if I can. How will I do that here? I'll need some key pre-moves, or queen b6 on the diagonal. So knight f4 here. Oh, f7's just dropped. Whoops. Just dropped f7. Queen b6 protects g6 though. That might be handy here. Protect g6 as well to get on the diagonal. Still got nothing really to attack. I've got nothing really to attack, rather. So I'm losing f7 for nothing, it seems. Queen b6 does protect g6. Ah, he hasn't taken that yet. Okay, so knight d7 here. This is the try for knight e5 maybe. Mind you, he's got knight c6 almost winning the exchange. So knight e5, then potentially, okay, something else. I'm protecting g6. Potentially on c3 here. Queen b6 also looks good. Bishop's still sitting on that diagonal quite nicely. Alright, let's see. So this knight might be out of the game if I don't let it back into the game via b7 like yesterday. Yesterday's knight on a5, that was really embarrassing. Okay, rook c3 though looks good. Although there's knight e6. Then queen b6 check, so I'll go for that. Queen b6 check, maybe then rook takes d1. It looks like a good position. If I can play rook takes d1 and rook takes b3, mind you, there's knight takes b3. So is there anything stronger here? Rook takes b3, knight takes d8, or rook takes d1 again. Rook f3 potentially. Wow. So I'm like just trying to support this knight for trying to play rook f3 when he's not watching. Rook f3, that tower is inspirational. Rook f3 for bishop f3. Rook f3. Oh dear, that's my king really in trouble. I need to play rook f3. Not getting a chance. Okay, am I really getting done over here on this diagonal? Hope not. Will I get a chance for rook f3? Okay, he's coming on that diagonal. Play rook f3 here. Does protect f4. So I'm threatening rook f2 with bishop g2 as an idea. That would be cool. It looks like a good bishop on this diagonal. Can he get on this diagonal? At the moment it's sort of protected. Okay, if I just play for queen f2. Just trying to use that bishop on g2. On a8. This looks good for bishop g2, or just f3 maybe. Just rook g2 and f2. 38 seconds. So f2 is like a major threat. Check. Can't win a piece yet. What about rook f8? Or f2 here? Or knight d3? For rook e1 knight f2. Rook e1 knight f2? If takes? Surely. Is he going to see that? 20 seconds. Knight f2 was a threat. He's just given up rook. So knight f2 is threatening mate. It's just, well, it's 1 now, isn't it? Wow! A 2-3-1-8. These guys are human, some of them. Oh, come on! What is he doing? Wow. I found that really uphill against the 2. Just psychologically, to play someone 2-3-1-8 is an uphill thing. Especially against this solid setup, statistically. I'm doing badly against this, but I let him play for a5. So this d5 I think gave me some chances. I'm breaking down that diagonal gradually. So I think the rook f3 was kind of important there as well to help break down the diagonal. So rook c3 was letting me start to dismantle this diagonal, avoiding that knight takes, queen takes. Rook f3 is good for protecting pawn anyway, so my king's also protected by that. So that these two diagonals working together here takes. And it doesn't matter about the queen exchange. I've still got lasting pressure here after f3. I'm still accentuating that diagonal, that bishop on a8. So if there's anything you pick up from this game, I think it's extending the scope of a bishop, like tactically, whatever means is possible. If you look at this bishop, I did kind of like it early on. Actually, I like the look of it aesthetically, just here. But you know, often it is exchanged off. I don't know why I didn't play a5 immediately, maybe like even a6. But here, so the bishop was already creating a slight weakness with f3. So I took here and then gave the bishop parking slot on b7. But then this was a nice opportunity, just as I was about to get shredded on the a file, to play d5. So I'm again extending the scope of that bishop. So there's only f3 and g2 to target. So soon there was a sack on f3, and then exchanging off queens to get to g2. So once I got to g2, really this bishop is massive on the diagonal now, with this bishop not being that effectual. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. Comments or questions on YouTube, and if you subscribe to this channel, which is free, you'll get notified of any new videos. The KingsCrusher channel. Thanks very much.